matter. Today, we have two scheduled matters for today. Here's the proof of legal publication for all items. Call for attendance.
Mr. Tola. Here. Mr. Hauser.
Here.
Mr. Short.
Here.
Mr. Santola.
Here.
Mr. Lyden.
Here.
Mr. DeMarco. And Mr. Ortiz.
Here. We can all stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. It does. Please do so.
Sharon Court Garage, located at 293 Sharon Court, applicant Dale Rice is requesting an area variance to allow the construction of a 14 by 28-foot garage workshop being placed near to the front property line and the rear wall of the main residence, and for exceeding the total allowable lot coverage by 4.4% on a 0.55 acre parcel having SBL number 079.18-1-40 located in the R3 single-family residential district under section 350-12 of the Code of the Town of Webster.
Okay. Hello again.
Hello.
Hey, how's it going?
It's okay.
Go state your name, address, and brief description of the project, although this will be the third time we've heard it.
I didn't hear the last part.
Brief description.
Dale Rice, 1093 Sharon Court, here for a variance for accessory building on my property.
All right. Bring it to the board. Any discussions from the board? Any questions or comments? We've heard it. Lenny? Are we good on that side? Yeah. All right. Open up to the public if anybody wants to speak for or against the project. No? Okay. I'm going to say back to the board, but I'm assuming nobody has any additional comments. So with that, I make a motion for a type 2 action under seeker pursuant to NYCRR section 617.5 of the Environmental Code.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Let's see. Yeah, would you mind? Thank you.
We've reviewed this application a couple of times now. The request is not out of character with the neighborhood. It's a relatively small accessory structure. There are other sheds, maybe not to this extent as far as size, but it's going to be screened, and its location is going to be almost invisible to the neighbors. Not a detriment to nearby properties. There's a hedgerow right next to this that shields it from the neighbor to the north, and that would be the only neighbor that would really be able to see it. The benefit is not achievable by any other method. It's a very odd-shaped lot, and given the location of the house, the garage, and the pool, and it's such a short backyard, there really is no other location where this building can go. This is also the best location based on there's a driveway that goes to this already. No adverse physical or environmental impacts to the site or to the neighborhood. It's a shed or accessory structure. It's not going to impact anything. While difficulty is self-created, it is an unusual lot size and shape, and this is the best location for this type of a structure. Anything else? Anything else to add?
Nope. I think that about does it.
Other than thanking the applicants for their patience.
Yeah.
Thank
No
you.
worries.
And I guess I'll make note that we've already granted the side setback.
That's right.
So this was an administrative return back to the board
Crossing T's and
based
dotting
on
I's.
lot coverage and the location of it, just to make it complete for the applicant so that when they go to sell their house, they're not stuck with having to come back again.
So we still have to make the motion for
The coverage.
the coverage, right?
Coverage and the location.
Location, right? So, let's see, I make a motion for Sharon Court Garage located at 1093 Court Street for an area variance to allow for construction of a 14 by 28 ready-made garage workshop being placed near the property line and the rear wall of the main residence, and for exceeding the total allowable coverage by 4.4% on a 0.55 acre parcel having SBL 079.18-1-40 located in the R3 single-family residential district under section 350-10 of the code of the town of Webster.
Second.
Mr. Short,
Aye.
Mrs. Bola,
Aye.
Mr. Santola,
Aye.
Mr. Hauser,
Aye.
Mr. Leidner.
Aye. You have your variance, you have 1 year to complete the project, and you will have to obtain any and all building permits required for the project. Congratulations, and thank you very much for your patience.
Thank you, appreciate it.
Yep, you guys have a happy holiday.
Thank you.
Thank you.
The next process is the building permit.
Yes.
Come to the office.
Yep.
Thank you.
Fantastic. Thank you.
Pergola addition located at 693 Summit Drive. Applicant Sally and Gracia is requesting an area variance to allow the addition of an 18-foot 4-inch by 28 feet 10-inch pergola on the south side of the property with a setback of 5 feet 10 3/4 inches, where a minimum setback is required of 15 feet on a 1.1 acre parcel having SBL number 063.17-1-29, located in an R2 single-family residential district under section 350-11 of the code of the town of Webster.
Thank you. Thank you. State name, address, and give us a brief description of your project.
Good afternoon, Board. My name is Doug Templeton. I'm with Hanlon Architects on University Avenue on behalf of Sally and Angelo Gracia of 693 Summit Drive. I'm here today to discuss the pergola addition that they would like to do to the side of their home. As you've seen in the plans, they're going to be doing some other things as well on the property, but the pergola off to the side of their home, they're looking to create something that's a little bit more sheltered than where their grill area is currently, because they use that patio often. Sally and Angelo own properties on both sides of this property, the subject property, and so they regularly go through this door and use this patio between the two properties. And so they would like to construct this pergola to just make a better use out of it and kind of enjoy that outdoor space there. And since we don't believe that it's necessarily out of character for the area because it's a end of a cul-de-sac, it's the last two properties on the end of this cul-de-sac. It's visible from the road, but as you can see, it's very open compared to the existing that's around it. The yellow building is the house, obviously, that you can see in the rendering. And then that stone structure to the left is kind of their pool house that's existing. So this is going to extend about 2.5 feet past that existing building that's there today. Hence why we're coming here today. Obviously, that's closer than the 15-foot setback for the zoning code, but it will have solar shading on the top of it, so it will allow water to drain through it, just kind of mitigates it a little bit. But a very open structure, so there's sight line estimate at all times. And my opinion, looks pretty nice from the road, so, but I'm here to answer any questions you have about it or any concerns. Thank you.
Out of curiosity, why extend it 2'6" beyond the current building?
It's to, as you can see on the rendering a little bit clearer, that there's the existing patio that's there today. We're to put those foundations into that patio. There's going to be some structural hardships with the construction, so they can put them in the landscaping bed. That makes it clear of all those existing conditions that they don't have to work around.
So the landscaping bed is existing, so to avoid cutting up the existing patio is
Yeah.
why 2'6"?
That's correct, yeah. And that 2'6" is to the outermost edge of the pergola, so it's not where the posts are, it's where the roof canopy is.
The overhang is. Yep, understood. How far beyond the existing structure are the posts?
I'd have to check here, but I would say it's probably 18 inches or so that's going to be extending past those posts.
The posts are 18 inches beyond the existing structure?
No, sorry. I was talking the roof edge
Yep,
from the
yep.
posts. So the posts themselves are 17 feet 4 inches off the existing house. So outside of that existing shed, that stone building that you see in the background there, looks like it would be about 1'4"
So about 16 inches,
Yeah,
the posts are about 16 inches beyond the existing building.
yeah, and that's, oh, I'm sorry. Forgive me, I'm looking. It's a little bit late in the day. So it looks like the roof edge is about 16 inches, so to the center line of the post, it's probably 4 to 6 inches beyond that.
Thank you.
The rendering you just handed out doesn't include that covered walkway then, right? Or is that?
There wouldn't be any
Okay,
covered
it looks-
walkway.
It looks like a covered walkway going from, what is it?
That right there,
697.
what Josh is pointing to on the screen.
Is that a covered walkway or?
That is not a covered walkway today. I
Okay.
don't believe,
No, no, I understand that, but is that the plan? I'm just looking at the plan and I just saw the rendering.
No, not a part of this application. This would just be for the pergola.
Thank you.
Any other questions from the board?
What does it represent then?
I'm not sure what that represents. I know they have paving there along the way.
Yeah.
There's nothing, there's a walkway there, right?
Yeah, there's a walkway, it's okay. I view that as a covered walkway.
Well, that's, I just want to make absolutely sure that, this application does not include that.
No, I was just curious because it wasn't labeled. If that's all.
Well, and that walkway, not that it's part of the application, but that can't be covered because that goes over the property line.
That's right.
Right.
I mean, this happened, both these parcels came in, the zoning board many years ago. And that walkway was discussed in quite a bit of detail, if I'm not mistaken. I just want to make sure that this application does not include any covering of that walkway.
Right. My other question is, how would access be, I understand that they own both parcels. However, in the future, if they don't own both parcels, how does one gain access to the east, or sorry, the west portion of the property?
So if you're looking at the rendering, you're talking about what's beyond this pergola, correct?
Hey, we look at the plan,
Looking at the plan going towards the pool.
Yep,
So if you pan down, so you can see up a little bit more, Josh. Keep up going up a little bit more. Because you're pushed up against the property line to the north,
Mm-hmm.
and there's really no access on the north side. And now we're shortening the access even more on the south side.
Right. So the access, as far as pedestrian access, is walking in along that walkway and then turning it, going under the pergola and then down the steps to the pool area, which accesses the back portion of the lot.
No thought or no need for vehicular access in any way, shape, or form.
There wouldn't be vehicular access in this area anyway because of that existing concrete patio and the steps.
Try to maintenance of the pool, in-ground pool, et cetera, right? I mean, so at the end of the day, you know, I don't know if this is on sewer or not, or, but access to the in-ground pool for larger maintenance, there's no need to be able to get back there or anything else. What I'm trying to avoid is when somebody comes and needs to do renovation to the in-ground pool, they're gonna be bringing bobcats, they're gonna be bringing other types of vehicles. I'm not talking, it's a daily occurrence,
Right.
but
Understood?
is there any, has there been any thought given on that access? Again, right now, there's not an issue because they own both parcels.
Right.
Becomes more of an issue in the future, if they don't own both parcels, or the next person doesn't own both parcels.
Mhm. Yeah. Understood. You know, I can't speak on behalf of the owner of what his plans are as far as maintenance of the pool, but I know they've been maintaining it in this way, not using that area for vehicular access at all. And they've done landscaping and pool maintenance back there for years, so.
Okay. Any other questions from the board? Open up to the public to speak for or against the project? No? Right back to the board. Any other questions, comments from the board? No? With that, I'd like to make a motion for a type 2 action under secret pursuant to NYCRR section 617.5 of the environmental code.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Findings?
Sure.
You got it, Chris?
Based on the design, the request will not create an undesirable change in the existing character of the neighborhood or the property. I believe that the benefit sought is relatively minor. There are other remedies, but because of the unique situation of the house and the existing patio, this makes the most sense. The requested variances isn't significant. The proposed variance would not affect any environmental or physical characteristics or conditions of the site. And although, like I said, it is somewhat self-created, I think it's a logical design for the house. And I think it's a good solution.
Okay. I'd like to make a motion for variance for a pergola addition located at 693 Summit Drive, to allow for the addition of an 18-foot 4-inch by 28-foot 10-inch pergola on the south side of the property with a setback of 5 foot 10 3/4 of an inch, where the minimum setback required is 15 feet on a 1.10 acre parcel having SDL 063.17-1-29 located in an R2 single-family residential district under section 350-11 of the Code of Town of Webster.
Second.
Mr. Short,
Aye.
Mr. Santola,
Aye.
Mrs. Wola,
Aye.
Mr. Hauser,
Aye.
Mr. Lappin.
Aye. All right, you have your variance, you have 1 year to complete the project, you must obtain all building permits for the project.
Do we want
Thank
to
you very much.
condition it that it won't be enclosed and that the walkway will not be covered as part of this project?
It's not presented as enclosed, and I mean, I don't know if we need to.
Okay.
So, thank you, Ken.
Thank you very much.
You ready to do that? You got it.
Ground-mounted solar PV system located at 1822 Lake Road. Applicant Bell Beechner with Aces Energy is requesting area variances to allow a ground-mounted solar installation in the front yard and to have a second accessory structure where only one is allowed associated with the construction of a 98.4 by 13.7 foot solar array on a 5-acre parcel having SBL number 037.03-1-33.1 located in a large lot, single-family residential district under sections 155-5 and 350-13 of the Code of the Town of Webster.
All right, name, address, and give us a brief description.
My name is Steve Mikulojak. I'm with Aces Energy in Honeywell Falls, and this project is for as you mentioned, a ground mount solar system, residential system. Basically, it's very straightforward and install. This will offset most of their electrical use. It's a pretty big house, and but it'll do most of that for them.
Okay. Any questions from the board? No? All right. Open up to the public, seeing that there is no public here. I think we're good on that part. I'm assuming no other comments from the board?
No, I guess I just, for the record, want to clarify the reason that you can't put this behind the house.
The trees and the space of the size of the lot is kind of funky back there. Wouldn't
Right.
fit.
It's a very narrow portion, but I just want to make sure that we
Yeah.
capture that in the record.
Okay. With that, I'd like to make a motion for a type 2 action under seeker pursuant to NYCRR section 617.5 of the Environmental Code.
Second?
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All right, findings. This request, it's not out of character for the neighborhood. The house is set way back from the property. Won't be seen from the neighborhood itself. It's not a detriment created to any of the nearby properties. I forget what the closest house is about 400 feet away from where this is, and the lot is lined with trees on all sides, so it won't cause any visual detriment to any of the nearby properties. The benefit is not achievable by any other means because of the odd shape of the lot being narrow on the rear side of the property, as well as the vegetation that is on the property itself. Request is not substantial. There are no adverse physical or environmental impacts to the site or the neighborhood. Again, it's a large lot, so it's pretty self on its own, if you will. Difficulty not created, and really it's because of the shape of the lot, where the house is situated on the lot itself, really doesn't offer the ability to be placed anywhere else on the lot itself. It's not an undesirable change, and the request is not significant to the impact of the property. If anybody else wants to add anything else?
Well, and the fact that to keep it treed and buffered, that's probably the best location for the arrays.
It is. absolutely is. Any other location would be closer to the home at 820.
Right, I mean, the biggest, where, physical or visible is gonna be to the applicant, so they're good with it.
All right, with that, I'd like to make a motion for an area variance located at 1522 Lake Road to allow ground-mounted solar installation in the front yard and to have as a second accessory structure where only one is allowed, associated with the construction of a 98.4 by 13.7 solar array on a 5-acre parcel having SBL 037.03-1-33.1, located on a large lot, single-family residence, under section 155-5 and 350-13 of the Code of Town of Webster.
Second.
Mr. Short,
Aye.
Mrs. Bolo,
Aye.
Mr. Santola,
Aye.
Mr. Hauser,
Aye.
Mr. Wagner.
Aye.
You have your variance, you have 1 year to complete the project. I believe you still have to gain building permit for the solar array, is that right, Josh?
Yeah, actually, they've got to go to the planning board.
You have to go to planning, and you have to go to the planning board as well. so.
Again, yeah.
You're not done yet?
Yeah, yeah, all right, thank you very much.
Yep, thank you, have a happy holiday.
You too.
With that, I believe we have administrative matter. We do not. Okay. Never mind. That is, yeah, Don, congratulations on this being your last meeting.
Thank you, enjoyed it, honor working with the board and the applicants, really.
Jim, we look forward to having you leave up here the next meeting.
I'm gonna fit about a pinky-sized toe of his shoe, very
Well,
knowledgeable.
I think that goes for a lot of us.
Very knowledgeable.
Yeah. Well, with that, I guess I move to close the meeting. Thank you, everybody. I never saw Jim use it.
I have seen it
Oh, yeah.
once in my tenure.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
This was a quick meeting, does anybody want to get holiday drinks somewhere?
Please.
Yeah, happy holidays, everyone.
Happy holidays.
But not now.
Right now?
Yeah.
Right, Bill.
Don's